Welcome to Eclipse, sci-fi horror RPG show brought to you by this lovely crew. Well, I don't want to take up too much time talking about the details. We just want to get started and jump right into the story. 150 years ago, it was an eclipse, now called the Golden Eclipse, because a shroud was lifted from the earth and revealed a whole new set of space and time, as well as a new planet. First contact came from these beings called the Others. Not much is known about them, but we'll see where things go from here. We open up on Spaceport Crestmore. Two of our crewmates are standing by their ship in the docking station. They've landed for reasons that'll become clear to you soon. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Eclipse.
Peter, oh my god. I can't believe we made it here. Okay, and
That's awesome. What?
you're not going to believe this. I already secured us a job so that we can be funded. I can actually hire a crew, and it's somewhat, in the same direction as where we'll be headed. So I can hire people. We can look legit. It's some sort of Astrian, deep space exploration. They just want us to chart stars and shit.
I'm sure that is something we can handle.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I guess. Well, okay. First things first. We need to rename the ship. We need to cover up that
That would be smart. Yes.
military designation.
Do you have any thoughts?
I don't. Oh, what should we? This is us naming our ship, Peter. I mean,
Yes, it is. Is this something? You seem very excited.
well, of course I'm excited. Aren't you excited, Peter?
I am now.
Oh, good. Good. What about, oh, if we call it Destiny, then I can tell people, welcome to your destiny, as we hire them.
I think that's a very good idea.
All right. So just there's some spray paint still inside if you want to just grab a can. Just cover it up. Get Destiny on the side there. It'll do. It'll give it a, like a rustic feel or something.
Is there a particular font you want?
Font?
A style?
What?
Type of lettering?
I mean, you know what I like.
Yes, all right. I'll make something up.
Okay.
Go and get spray paint.
Good. Well, and when you get back,
Yes.
I need your help in making a legit, sounding job posting. Something that'll make people actually answer.
Right, because we need to get a crew, so we need to entice them into having a job. on our ship.
Exactly. Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
I will help you as soon as I'm back.
Okay. Oh, wait here. Go for it.
Yes. Oh. And I leave.
Okay. While he's doing that, I guess I'll just I'll pull out a device to just I guess start typing up job. I put job in size 24 font at the top,
Got it.
underlined, and then on the second line, I guess I start putting come get lots of money and adventure in space, comma, looking for engineers scientists. And anyone down for a good time? Lots of exclamation points, and then little PS, must like dogs
Got
at the end. And I think that do they need to know any other detail? I'll wait for Peter to get back, honestly. He'll do the once over.
Can come back. I have the spray paint.
Oh, good. Alright. What do you think of this? I'll turn the tablet and show him.
Oh, you seem very excited.
Yeah, well, I want people to, like, you know, be excited to work, you know, want to go.
I get the no, it's great, but I get the feeling that anybody applying for a job is going to see this and think it might have been written by someone who's not an adult.
Oh. Right.
It's
Okay.
sound
Okay.
more
Okay. Okay.
real.
Okay. Okay. I'll delete everything.
Okay.
Okay. So, like. Okay. All right. I won't use caps lock anymore. I'll put Astrian Deep Exploration Mission
Better.
is the subject. Then I'll put like payment : 5,000 credits per month.
Okay.
Estimated, I don't know, fucking 1 month. We'll see if we get
Sure.
if it
You
takes
want
more
to.
than 1 month, you know, once they're on the ship, they're on the ship. So like, you know, 1 month.
Accurate.
And positions seeking all positions.
That could work.
All right. Okay, it's not as fun.
No, it's not, but I think it will get actual responses.
All right, well,
I think
I'm
the
gonna.
other one would seem like it was a scam.
Okay, that's true. I'm still gonna put PS must like dogs.
That's fair. Considering they're a dog.
All right, I'm gonna put it out for this starport because ideally, you know, we probably shouldn't hang out here very long. We're not that far from Eden.
That's true, and we should not list any other starport because we are not there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna send it. I'm putting it out for this starport. Is a job. I listed it. All right.
As soon as you send it, the ping goes out, and you take a good look along where you actually are standing. The starport is littered with food stands. Steam is coming up from the aisles. There's all kinds of food vendors. There's trinket shops, electronics. Fans circulate steam and aromas all over the place. You can smell all kinds of strange Astrian and earth-bound foods. There's neon glowing through the whole street. There's just a buzz and hum of lights. Pinks and magentas are kind of bleeding over the place. It feels like it's nighttime, but really it's early morning for y'all. As your signal goes out, the pings begin to come in because you're accessing a global network of spacefarers, and anyone that's connected will get this little ping, and if they want to get to this job, they're going to find out where you need to be. Where do you want them to meet?
Oh, man. Yeah, I put a quick addendum onto the job posting. Meet at the ship dock. Look for your. I put your, and then, you know, Destiny, capitalized D, and then in parentheses, the ship name.
Got it. Now you wait.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we should be doing before they get here? I've never done this before. I'm a little nervous.
Well, you're the one who's supposed to have it together. I'm nervous too.
You're right. I'm sorry. I will not be nervous anymore.
I don't know. You know that the sooner we hire some people, and the sooner we get further from Eden, the better. This was just the first stop on the way. We do need a crew up. I mean, we can't just run it on our own. This is long. We're
No,
going
you
a
are
long
correct.
way away.
Yes.
I
I am sure everything will be all right.
right.
As you console each other, the rest of you in your various locations get the ping. It's on your communicator. There's a new job just popped up nearby the starport. It's up to y'all to decide if you want to go there or just stick where you are. But one of the shops, Spring Space, the local plant shop filled with hydroponic herbs and edible vegetables. It also carries lots of plants that are designed to have crew people just kind of a sense of mental health and well-being. Just plants you're supposed to take care of on long-haul ships. And right there, Dr. Ruha gets the notification on her device. In a nearby bar called the Sweet Sea, Sanchez, you hear it ping. You're in the middle of your favorite tiki drink. It's another job. It seems viable. And lastly, at a junk shop called The Den, Tommy, your notification goes off. It's up to you to make the decision where you want to go. But, this could be the next job. Who knows? We'll see how crazy they are. You don't want to be like last time. Alright.
I wonder what kind of amateur wrote this. I say to the shopkeeper. Some of the jobs they're putting out these days, it's like they'll let anybody post. I feel like you should have to have a license to post on the job boards.
Let's see it. The shopkeeper takes a look.
Show it to him.
Seems like someone who's quite the amateur. Did you want the Venus flytrap?
I do, but I'm going to have to insist that you bring down the price just a little bit.
Driving a hard bargain.
Oh, but I think you like me, just a little. I can tell it in your face. You told me I remind you of your granddaughter. You're going to rip off your granddaughter?
Well, when you put it that way, I think I could let you have it for this time.
I appreciate
right.
it, Uncle.
You gain one Venus flytrap with hydroponic cell. It's basically a little device that the plant's sticking out of, and you need to insert it into the hydroponic module. When a standard ship would have one, and it would just feed it nutrients and water.
I love him. I'm going to name him something ironic, like Lily.
Excellent.
I'm going to take my little Lily and I'm going to walk to the docks and have a chat with these people.
Right. Well,
Yeah, I'm in as well. Business has been a little slow on here, so.
Buck's gonna peacefully finish his drink. It's hard to find a good brain drainer in these parts, and this one's hitting real nice. So I think I'm gonna finish this one. We'll start a second one, and then we're gonna make our way to that starport.
got it.
One more.
Kiko, as you wait, you feel like maybe it's not working. It's just the pull you thought your ad had just isn't really ringing true. But you notice someone gently walking casually with a small, seems to be a small kind of plant in her hand. And I'll let Dr. Ruha describe what Kiko sees.
You see a woman with her hair pulled back into a very tight ponytail. It falls in her back almost like a smooth wave of silk. She is wearing a thermal waffle knit shirt and simple pants and knee-high boots. You Depending on how much TV you watch, you might actually recognize her just a little bit. Except, her hair looks a little bit different this time.
I think I know her. Peter, isn't she on that TV show that I watch on Friday nights? Yeah, the Stars Apart.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh my god. Is she coming?
Is that?
Yeah. Is she? Oh my god. All
No,
right. Look professional. We have to look like a real crew, Peter.
Yes, no, I know. Why don't I go meet her, and you stay back looking very like you're not interested,
Oh yeah.
and I'll go do the talking.
Oh, that's a good plan. Okay, so I cross my, I look, I frown as much as I can, and stare her down, and I suppose I should describe what I look like. She's got two little buns, she's got her goggles, she's got a bomber jacket as well, with, on the back, embroidered on the back says, "Welcome to the danger zone." And she's got maybe like 5 or 6 necklaces, some lots of bracelets, rings, and yeah, that's about it. Otherwise, totally plain looking, just mean eyeing.
And Peter looks very. He's got kind of almost slick back, sort of corporate looking hair. It's a kind of a reddish brown, and he's wearing what looks like cargo pants tucked into boots and a white kind of rough knit shirt with some like holsters on, and everything looks brand new, like it's never been used before. Looks absolutely like he does not belong in these clothes. And he has very blue eyes. He walks down the ramp and goes, "Hello, and you are?"
Dr. Ruha, pleased to meet your acquaintance. What kind of model are you?
I am android in service to the captain here, Captain Larson. I am an assistant, as it were. Are you interested in the position we posted?
A little bit, yes. Mostly because you seem to have no idea what you are doing. And I find it rather intriguing / embarrassing. So I thought I'd help you and maybe with some of your marketing and PR issues.
I would argue to say we know exactly what we're doing, but to each their own. Well, if you're interested in the position, I would have you talk to Miss Larson.
You seem like you would be more at home in a cravat.
I don't know what that is.
I think you do. It's your job to know such things.
Yes, I know what a cravat is, and I don't have any.
I thought so. Well, it's quite all right. I would like to meet your acquaintance, partner. I don't like the word owner. It makes me feel a little bit just not comfortable.
You feel uncomfortable too. I didn't use the word.
Exactly. I don't know what the common parlance is.
She is my employer. Anyway, Miss Larson.
Yes, Peter. Oh, what's this? Do we have a candidate?
This is Dr. Ruha. She is here about the position you posted.
Hello. Very pleased to meet you, Dr. Ruha.
Very pleased to meet you as well. I believe Peter here said your name is Kiko?
Oh, yes, you can call me Captain Kiko. Or just Kiko.
Captain. Very interesting.
Whatever. Yeah, this is my ship here.
Oh, and you, as she points to it, you see that I have, as we're waiting for you, painted in very precise lines on the side of the ship, Destiny.
Can I still smell the paint?
I'm sure you can.
Yes.
About a minute before you got here.
I like you. You seem to be as fresh as your paint.
Why? Well, okay, thank you. Yes. this is a brand new mission. We're starting to crew up right from the ground, and you are our first person coming in. I have to admit, I actually do know your work. I'm a little bit of a fan.
Please.
And so I would be very happy to offer you a head of medicine position on board.
I think I could occupy such a position, but I was actually going to offer my services for something else.
Oh, yeah. What did you
It
have in
seems like
mind?
this is your first mission, and the reality is that when you
First
are
with the
launching
ship,
off,
yeah.
you have to be very careful with who you crew your ship with.
Oh, of course,
These
yeah,
are people
no.
you must trust implicitly, people
Mhm.
that you can read very well. You don't want any undesirables to slit your throat in the
No.
night and make off with your aircraft.
Absolutely,
No, we do
yeah.
not.
No.
And for this reason, I would like to assist you in fielding your crew.
Oh, well, yeah, well, perfect timing. I'm sure there'll be more just around the corner any minute now. Yeah,
But I
well,
want 8,000 credits a month and the nicest quarters.
okay.
Now, I'm sure as a fan you won't deny.
You know what? That's fine. 8,000 credits for the month. Yeah, it's gonna be about a month-long gig, you know. We're doing some deep space star charting. If you're down for that. I will still need to interview the others. You know, like I know your work, so I already know that you're, you know, qualified. But I mean, I would appreciate the extra help, of course, in fielding the others. And
Of
you
course.
are wonderful at reading people, so.
It's my job.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That seems good, right, Peter?
If that is what you wish, yes.
Peter here is first mate, by the way,
Mm.
on board.
And you see that on my on the strap of my holster, it has a patch that says, "Smile, Big Brother is watching."
We go way
Approaching.
back. We've worked together
For a long time.
for Rabfar, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, long time, lots of gigs. So don't think that this is like our first rodeo or anything. Any other candidates on the way?
You do see a rather small, balded guy walking towards you. He's got two holsters on his sides. He walks right up to you. You put out that call for crew?
Yeah.
My name's Jax. Puts his hand out.
I timidly take it.
Jax Brinkley.
Jax Brigley, all right.
Jax Brinkley.
Brickley.
Oh, Brinkley, got it, sorry.
Oh, all right. And what is it that you do?
I shoot things. You point me at it and I'll shoot it.
Oh, all right. So like muscle.
Nah, more like guns. These guns. And he points to the two guns on his hips.
Right. This is
Yes,
more of an exploratory mission.
Right. They're set to stun.
Yeah. Have you served at all? You know, Marine, any sort of training there?
I
Any
was
sort of.
once captured by the Black Bands.
All right. So some more illegitimate. One might.
Between you and
Sorry.
me, if you point me somewhere and say shoot it, I'll just do that for you. No questions. Easy peasy.
I look at Dr. Ruha and Peter. And I'm like, I mean, they could be useful.
You kind of just
What are you talking about? This
No.
is a big liability.
I would
Oh.
very much suggest no.
Okay.
What do you think is going to happen when someone offers him more money than what you've paid him? They'll just point him right back at you.
and I would not shoot because we have a contract.
Do you have any referrals or anyone that can vouch for that?
You see him kind of get a little lost by the question. Look. I need a job. And if you take me, I'll be a good crewmate.
I know he seems nice, guys.
I just look at Dr. Ruha.
Yeah. Mr. Brinkley, what was your reason for leaving your last posting, and how did that job go?
Job was finished. Got my pay. Now I'm here on Crustmore. Just waiting out the next one. Like the rest of us.
And the fate of the crew of this last mission?
Well, I'm here. They're over there. And he points to these guys taking out like what look like people that have been like restrained in some kind of horizontal positioning, and they're just being carted in like some kind of captives. You can tell, but it's not clear what they're doing. But it's clear that he walked from that ship to this ship.
Mhm. So you're a bounty hunter.
I ain't hunting no bounties. I'm just a crewmate.
No, it's a good point. But have you, how do you feel about bounties, should they come up?
If
You
it gets us a
against-
good paycheck. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. No, we'll be in touch if we need your services. All right.
Sure. Can I leave this with you? And he gives you a resume.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. All right. Have a good one.
He walks up.
I mean, it says something to his character that he had a resume on hand.
Yeah, no, there was a
I
lovely
rather
touch.
like him. He's grown on me.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
He has a forthcomingness and an honesty that I quite admire. Initially, I thought he was a brutal little man, and I wanted to shoo him away like a fly. But
yeah, I think it's not going to be a match. And I look at Peter and I'm like, we don't want anyone taking bounties on board.
No,
You know,
not
that might cause some hiccups. Anyway, yeah, we'll just see on who's next. Just cross out, Jax. And once Jax is out of eyesight or anything, I'll just rip up the resume.
Got it. Tommy, what are you doing right now?
I'm heading that way. I'm,
Heading that way?
Yeah. Ready to get something started, so I'm gonna just
You
drop.
might want to get a little closer to your mic. There you go.
That I can do. Yeah, I'm just heading that way.
Got
I wasn't getting much mod work, so might as well see what this is about.
As you walk towards the area the ad said to go, you see a short man passing out resumes, 2 guns in his holsters. He's going ship to ship. But you can kind of see these interesting looking folks. There's a girl with blue hair and a tall android looking, well, you're assuming. You don't want to judge, though. It's hard to... You've gotten it wrong once before, and it didn't pay out right. So, you think you found the ship, though.
All right, I would approach and try to walk up to the one that I don't think is an android.
Down the ramp to intercept. Hello, are you here of the job posting?
Yeah, and I'm gonna assume you didn't post it.
I did not. The captain
Yeah.
did.
That's what I thought. Here. You like dogs?
I like dogs, yes.
Okay, I'm just kind of checking him out because I think he's an android. I'm pretty sure he's an android.
Anyway,
He's an android.
what is your name?
Oh, I'm Tommy. Tommy McDowell.
Tommy, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Peter. And
Hey, Peter.
you're interested in the job posting.
Yeah, I just thought I'd check it out. You guys, what
Wonderful.
do you have?
Well, if you're interested, I would have you talk to Captain Larson. And I point to the woman with blue hair.
All right, that's where I was going before you stepped in front of me. So, thanks, Pete. I approach her.
Hello there. Are you here for the job posting?
Yeah. Do you have a dog? Like a real dog? Not like a clone dog, but like a real dog?
Yeah, Lord Kingsley. He's on board.
You really have a dog?
Yeah.
I'd love to meet him.
Oh, well, maybe, if this works out, hopefully you'll
Yeah.
get to.
Sure. So
So
what do you got?
So you love dogs.
Yeah, I just haven't
Alright, I'm
seen
just
an
gonna-
actual dog in forever.
Great. What is your name?
Tommy McDowell.
Tommy McDowan. And so what is it that you do? What position were you hoping?
I mean,
I'm in
I take care of him, first off. So if he's acting up. But anything, drones, AI.
Okay.
All right, bud.
Oh, so he's a computer geek.
Okay. Well,
I mean, yeah,
that's
you could say that.
useful.
I have a PhD.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So there's that AI background mainly, computer vision stuff. So
Okay.
yeah.
How many missions like this have you done?
Well, what is the mission exactly?
Oh, it's just a deep space star charting mission.
Oh.
For the Astrians, they're all about those star charts.
Sure. I mean, I've been working for 76 years now, I guess, out in deep space. On and off. Really, 10 years away, but
Oh, all right.
with Hermitage. So, but how big's the crew? And is he's an android, right?
Yeah, this is our first mate, Peter, and this here is
Your first
our.
mate.
Well, yes. Peter's the first mate. I'm Captain here, and Dr. Ruha here is actually what?
Human resources.
There we go. Human resources.
Can I get a look at your credentials?
Yeah, I guess. I use my small device to show her. So,
Do you have an
Man.
issue with androids?
I've had some issues with them. Yeah. I mean, I work in AI, so you kind of know the ins and outs of things and how it can go wrong. So, but if he's a newer model, we should be fine.
Yeah, there won't be any issues with Peter.
I've been working with Miss Lawson here for a very long time, and I've had no issues. As you
Yeah.
say.
Cool.
Good. I'm
I think we
glad
should hire
that
him.
it was
Okay,
cleared up.
what a squirrely little creature. We don't have to worry about him murdering us in the night.
Yeah. No, it's a good point. All right, Tommy. How would you like?
nerds. I think we hired him.
I just keep saying nerd.
How would you like to be our science officer?
Yeah. Sorry. How big is the crew? Even is it just you three?
Well, as of right now, but we're crewing up. It'll be a full working ship.
Um.
But you're here
Yeah,
early, so I'd love to offer you that head position as science officer.
The only thing is, if you would not do standard credits and we could work something out, that would be best.
Absolutely unacceptable.
Well, wait. You don't want space credits. What do you want?
No, I just if you could put him through a couple of channels first.
He is an illegitimate businessman. Truly, he cannot be trusted.
Well, I mean, but maybe just explain. What's the reason? What's the reason for that one?
He probably owes someone money.
No, I'm just
Let me guess, they have a
technically
lien on your credits account?
no. You know what? That's fine. Credits are fine.
All right. Well, I mean,
Well, now I have my worries. Why do you want to be paid under the table?
I'm just technically on leave with Hermitage, and the less that shows up on my account, the better.
Oh, I'm sure we can figure something out. That's not a big issue for me. All right. Yeah. No. You're hired. Welcome, science officer.
Thank
You
you.
can make your way inside the personal quarters are.
Any beef you have with Armitage, better not fall back on us.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not a beef.
Do you have an outstanding contract with them? Some obligation you failed to
Oh
through
no,
on?
I didn't. So there was an issue on the last ship, and I'm just not continuing work with them
What was
for a
the
period of time.
issue, if you don't mind my asking?
You've heard of the Hall of Fall uprising?
Oh, brief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my last post. So I mean, it shouldn't affect this. Just, it's a smaller crew, smaller ship.
Oh yeah. No, it'll much smaller. Don't you worry.
Yeah, and there's just the one android, right? So,
Yes, I am the
Okay.
only android on board.
Yes.
cool.
All right. Well, yeah. No, you can make your way inside, and the living quarters should be just ahead of you when you enter the ship.
All right.
Make yourself at home. The science labs and med bays will be right behind you when you get in as well. If you want to just take a
Yeah.
look.
Is your dog in there?
Yeah, I don't know where Lord Kingsley is right now, but he's in there somewhere. Yeah. Don't
Just
let him
try and
out.
Let them out.
Yeah, don't
Do you mind
let
if
him.
Find him, poke around. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean you're just gonna play with the dog, right?
Yeah. I hadn't seen one in forever, and I just.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, go for it. All right.
He's very nice.
He's very nice. I like Tommy.
I think he was talking about the dog.
Oh.
But maybe I'm wrong.
No, I was talking about the dog. I have my reservations
Ah.
about Tommy.
Oh.
I
Oh,
can
there
see
we
why. In your case in particular.
If once Tommy's taken a few steps away, I'm just gonna use my I'm gonna talk into my comms device. Just Warden, can you just remind me what's the Hellfell Uprising?
Warden not available. Update commencing.
Oh, God damn it! This freaking update. It's always at the worst times. All right.
I vaguely remember something about the uprising.
I just know.
But more so based off of some of Mr. McDowell's reservations. I would hazard to guess it probably has something to do with some type of haywire AI.
Yeah.
That would be my guess as well.
Yeah. I don't think there's going to be a problem for us. I mean,
Would hope not.
he's got.
considering
Well, I really truly hope Peter doesn't go on a murderous rampage, and I have no reason to anticipate that this will happen.
Right.
So-
Exactly.
Judge right out of the gate.
You know what, Peter? Between you and me, I find you less upsetting than the two other people we have interviewed.
Something, I guess.
Yeah. No, I
that
think it'll be
Bracely
fine.
character especially,
Oh.
very spicy.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, and he was so qualified. I mean, he had 76 years of experience.
Most of those were in hypersleep.
Well, I mean, I don't
Really
know.
only has 10 years. It took me 10 years just to get to college.
Right. All right. Well, I mean, it's good. We've got our human resources. We've got our science officer. We just, I mean, I can pilot, and so so can Peter. We're pretty covered for the bridge. We'll need some general crew to fill out as well, and then just to cover our engines, really.
Yes, any possible mechanical issues or things of that nature.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh,
Hey, I'm looking
yeah.
for the Density. I'm sorry, Destiny. I'm looking for a ship called the Destiny.
Ah, yes, this would be the destiny.
Yeah. Oh,
Hi, how's
shoot.
it going? Buckford J. Sanchez. I'm a worker in the Teamsters Union, 30 years strong. I got a resume right here. I can provide all my documentation.
Oh,
I work
amazing.
for union rates. I do engineering work, maintenance as such. I look over things. As long as you're willing to pay, I'll do the work. Is this it, huh? Wow.
Yeah.
That's
You're
great.
hired.
Oh,
What a professional. He's clearly done this before. He's
Well-
union.
yeah. And I forgot to do this with the other candidates. Welcome to your destiny.
Oh God,
Well,
please never do that again.
Oh,
The
real
destiny. Yep.
you should put that in the literature. Wow.
Thank
Is this
you.
font? Is this Space Time New Robo? That is fantastic.
Thank you.
Did you do this? This is great. If this is the kind of work that's coming out of the Destiny, then we are in for a good time.
Wow. Buck, welcome on board. I am willing. I think we found our chief engineer.
That sounds pretty good to me. I don't think that one's on my list. What was your name?
Oh,
Doc?
of course.
Oh,
Oh, my
this
goodness.
this is Captain Larson. This is Dr. Ruha, and I am Peter.
Hello, Peter. How's it going? Nice to meet you. Nice hair.
And we've got Tommy McDowan, who is going to be our science officer on board.
Great.
Years of experience, should be great. And yeah, the rest of the crew will fill out shortly, I'm sure.
Fantastic.
But we've got most of our leads here now. It was easy.
Take my duffel and find my
Wait,
quarters.
you like dogs, right?
I love. Are you kidding me?
All
I
right.
love dogs.
All right.
Does it have a bandana?
A bandana.
Yeah, like a bandana dog. Don't worry, we'll figure it out.
Nice. All right. Yeah. No, we could get him a
charming
bandana.
man.
Oh, it would be cute. He's got a little space suit though. It's really cute.
That's great.
Just don't say. Oh, this goes for everyone, Dr. Rua. I didn't tell you yet either, and I'll have to mention it to Tommy, but I feel like he's sensitive enough. Just don't mention anything about his weight to Lord Kingsley. He's very just very self-conscious about his weight.
He is a sensitive boy.
Yes, he's a bit of a chubster. A
I'm going to be
chonker, if you
honest.
will.
I have not been around many dogs. I'm more of a cat person.
All right.
They're quiet, they clean, they're not needy.
Lord
They go in a
Kingsley's
box.
not needy either. I mean, his space suit takes care of everything. You know?
I am sure there are other people on the ship who will give him the attention he requires.
And you
That
got
is
to,
my hope as well.
I mean, you got to see him in 0G. It's just the cutest thing ever.
I'm sure it is.
All right, keep an eye out if there's anyone else.
Yes.
Actually, wouldn't no one's been, looking our way in any sort of suspicious manner, have they?
You notice a higher presence of the black bands. They just kind of roam in the docks. They seem to be searching for something. It can't tell if it's that ship that Jax got off of, but they're definitely making their presence known today. And
Is
as
there
you're
any No, continue, please.
as you're waiting, you see another person walk up. Are y'all the? Did you put out the call for crew?
We did, yes.
Hi, I'm Lynn. Lynn
Hello?
Schultz.
I'm sorry.
This lanky person, long hair, almost platinum blonde, but just kind of like got a bag, like a rucksack. I'm just looking for the next flight out of here, but I specialize in cryo repair.
Cryo repair. Oh, all right. Well,
Could
what
be
did you
useful.
say your name was?
Lynn
Lynn.
Schultz.
All
Lynn
right.
Schultz.
Yes.
Do you have any a resume or anything to
Yeah.
show your work?
Warden, upload resume to nearby proximity contact. And he does like a little bump and uploads to your comm.
I'll show it to Dr. Ruha as well. And I mean, we could use, we could feel like we could use some general electricians on board.
Okay.
Cryo
Do these,
repair is.
references look on the up and up?
And I like dogs.
Oh, I mean, okay. Seems a bit of a no-brainer now. Right? You're hired, Lynn. You're hired.
Thanks. This is great.
Yeah,
I'm
quarters
glad to be part
inside.
of the crew.
You'll meet Tommy and I don't know if Buck headed in or not, but
Yeah.
they'll be settling in. You can claim your quarters in there.
Great.
Welcome aboard.
Thanks. You see, Lynn lets the hair drop and just kind of just goes in.
Lynn, are you hiding from someone?
No, I just feel more comfortable keeping to myself. I just repair the cryopods.
Very well.
It's just shy. Just shy.
People who have that much commitment to keeping such a low profile, oftentimes they're hiding maybe from one of the many black band people that are here or roaming the docks.
I'm sure that no one out of these fine individuals that we've hired would be doing such a thing.
How can you be sure?
I can see right through people.
You
I
know,
can see into their souls.
And I trust,
into their brain, as it were.
trust
Yeah.
her judgment. If
Yeah.
she thinks if Lynn is okay, then Lynn is okay.
Yeah. And look, Peter's an
Well,
AI.
I hope so, but I don't think you should take things at surface value.
I think Peter would be able to, suss out if someone was being,
But that is not Peter's specialty.
Well, no, but he does notice things, a little more than a
She
human
seems
eyes.
abnormally shy, but didn't seem to give off any noticeable red flags.
Look, yeah, shyness, I'm okay with. We
But if
accept
you-
all here.
I mean, Dr. Ruha, you are going to be in charge of those sort of things. Is there something that you find to be particularly concerning?
Do you know, there was once a man, I believe he originated from North Carolina in the USA. For years, all everyone could say about him, his neighbors, his fellow churchgoers, they would all tell everyone that he was so nice, willing to bring you a cup of sugar in need, all of these things. One day, his house happened to catch on fire. And when the construction workers came to assess the damage that had been done to the foundation, they found 32 severed heads in his basement freezing unit. And with that, I put my pen behind my ear and walk up into the ship.
That was graphic.
Peter, what? I mean, you know what? I heard that Earth was fucked up, but I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah, it was bad. I believe what Dr. Ruha is saying is that we cannot judge someone by first appearances, and that maybe we should keep an eye on Lynn in case she is hiding or they are hiding something.
Oh. Yeah, well, of course, We're all hiding something, aren't we?
I mean, we, besides the two of us, we do not know any of these people.
It's
So-
true.
It is possible that one of them has ulterior motives or unfortunate character flaws that could impede our well-being or the job. So
Well,
it would behoove us to keep a close eye on them.
right. I think it's always good to keep a close eye, but it seems like a good group so far, right?
I mean, at first glance,
At first
It was
glance. I mean, we would have to do. Anyone is going to be a risk. It's part of crewing up,
you are correct.
Don't know people at the beginning, and yeah, I don't know. It's just part of it. As you all go into this ship, it's just like littered with like fast food containers and string lights down the hallways. There's spray paint covering old text in the hallways. But there are string lights of various colors in every hallway. It's very fun. Posters on the walls. Lots of little, hydroponic sort of succulents and things. Some of them are real, some of them aren't. And yeah, it's a bit of a mess. Just a bit. Mainly with the trash. But it's cozy. It seems like a little off. Everything is very high tech, and what one would say is like expensive, top of the line, but it still looks like trash inside. Yeah.
You would probably hear me exclaim then as I entered. You would probably hear me say something like, "Hi, Ram."
I suppose we should go check, make sure they're settling in. So
This is filthy.
we'll follow in, not too far behind.
Got it.
Could I suss out how old Kiko was?
I think you'd guess like early 20s.
Okay. All right.
Your best
All right.
guess. As long as she hasn't had any work done or cryosleep involved. That's what you would
Gotcha.
guess she appears as.
I feel like maybe I wondered that, and I stepped in the ship and saw the state of the ship, and it's sort of all right. Continue.
I believe, I need to apologize. I forgot to clean up the ship before they got here. I was busy doing other things and I ran out of time.
Oh, shit is all.
Lucky, you live like this?
Look, it was a quick trip. It's just sometimes I stress eat. Okay, I haven't.
Some of these containers are weeks old. Don't lie to me. Look at this one. Something's growing inside of it.
I will take care of the containers as soon as possible. I apologize. That is my
Thank you,
fault.
Peter. Kiko, don't take this personally, but people aren't going to take you seriously if you don't take your ship seriously. This is your business. You are an enterprising woman now.
As you say that, you just hear this,
Oh, Lord.
and there's just this chubby little, some kind of bulldoggy mix just right at your feet.
Lord Kingsley. Oh, look, he
Hello, Lord.
likes you.
I come running from another room. Where'd you go? Where did you go?
You see,
Oh,
like,
who's a good boy? Oh my god, he's so chubby. He's so cute. I've been down to pet him.
Hello, Lord Kingsley. This is Dr. Ruha. I believe you
Poor
have
Lord
met.
Kingsley is living in garbage that is stacked up as high as he is.
I do
this
not believe
cannot
he
be.
minds.
It's like mazes for him. He's fine.
Yeah.
Peter kneels down in front of Lord Kingsley and goes, I believe you've met Mr. McDowan. There will also be a Mr. Buck Sanchez on the ship, and he's talking to Lord Kingsley like any other sentient being.
excellent.
Yeah. Good. Everyone's hit each other. Have you guys checked out the living quarters? Claimed your space?
Oh,
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying no. I have not yet.
Okay.
Want to give me a tour? Or?
Oh, of course. Yeah, let me give you a tour of the ship. All right. So to our left right here, we're facing towards the back of the ship. When you come in, we came in from the underneath the ship on a ramp, and now we're facing the back, sort of in the center of the ship. And straight ahead of us are the living quarters. To the left, you see what's written out is you can see it's been spray painted over, but it's not totally sprayed, and you see that it would have been the barracks. And then behind that, she'll walk around the hall so that you guys can see. Behind the living quarters is the galley, and this is where you guys can, get your munch on and hang out. To our left, as we're passing, she doesn't point it out, but you guys all see that there's clearly a rail gun. But she just walks by it real quick. We got cryo chambers right here to our left. Buck, the engineering is back here. We actually have 2 jump drives as well as our thrusters for you to take care of while you're here. Next to the cargo hold in the back of the ship, on the right next to the engineering, we've got a cargo hold. And then as we loop back up on the other side of the living quarters, we've got one of our computers. Again, she just sort of does not stop, but there is a cannon on the other side and just sort of goes on our life support module right here. And then straight ahead, as we go to the front of the ship, we've got our med bay to the left and our science lab to the right, and then the bridge at the front with our 2 other computers. Yeah, but
let me see this surgery. What kind of condition is it in?
the med lab?
Mm.
It's like top of the line, untouched, like has never been used. And the same goes with the science lab. They look like they've been untouched.
Warden, is Lynn anywhere around? Do I see her in this group of people?
Lynn is following around. With
Great.
the
I just
tour.
wanted to make sure they were here.
Actually, this is a good point. Is Lynn he or she? Or they?
Lynn's they.
They. All right. Good to know. Thank you. Yeah. So, make yourselves at home. I want it to feel homey. I want people to be comfortable here.
You see, Lynn's just got like a pencil, kind of like picking up a piece of trash and just putting it into the nearest receptacle.
Yes, I apologize for the mess. I will get on that as soon as possible. It is my fault for not cleaning it up earlier. I apologize.
I am sorry if I shamed you too much.
We
You
were
did
in
not
a
shame me.
bit of a hurry, Yeah.
I sit down in the science lab chair and test it out.
You
Are you seasoning it?
Sorry, what?
I was asking if you're seasoning it. Since it's all so new, some of this still has the plastic film on it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
This-
no, the ship's a new acquisition, as it so happens.
And we haven't had any injuries or real things to take care of in the science lab, so things have not really been used.
Exactly.
It's interesting considering it's a military ship.
Hmm?
Well, it would have to be with a cannon. This ship has combat capabilities. I'm
Oh,
assuming it's a
you
part of some
know,
type of flotilla.
We got it second hand, so
Yes.
that
Well.
interesting. I guess they just get rid of their old
sometimes
ships they're not
you-
going to be using.
This is a
You acquire
railgun.
things along with a purchase that you didn't initially intend.
That's like a
I was
serious railgun.
merely,
No, that's a serious railgun. I'm just saying that, like, pretty big deal.
Yeah, well, it's good, we'll be, in case anything happens, God forbid, I'm sure we'll be fine, but, we'll have, plenty of protection, I guess, if anyone knows how to use. I mean, this is a peaceful group, so, I don't even think it'll be used, Those things have to be manned,
Right.
I was merely trying to compliment how well you've repurposed some of the initial, I guess,
Oh,
Rooms that
Thank you,
were probably meant for other things at one point.
thank you. You know, I worked hard.
It's not my job to ask where you got it from.
Thank you, Dr. Ruha.
Mm.
There's been an alert in the docks.
What is that alert, Warden?
Sorry, there's been an alert at the docks. I thought you wanted to know.
What is the alert?
No, no, that's good. Thank you, Warden. It's the alert that we wanted to be
Yes, that
notified
alert.
about. All right,
You
let's
just
get
told me
going.
that you wanted to be known about an alert, and I'm here to tell you that now.
Yes, thank you, Warden.
Thank you, Warden.
Warden, thank you. All right, everyone, are you settled in? Maybe buckle up. We're gonna head on
We're
off.
done finishing hiring for the roster.
Oh, yeah, you know, well, there's another starport not too far from now, and she's already walking to the bridge. She's just talking behind her shoulder, unless you're following. So just, you'll make sure that you're buckled in, because we'll be maybe, you know, going pretty quickly. Just, that's it. And she, you know, speeds up
I'm
and
going
just
to
sort of...
very gently put my hand on her shoulder, very gently, while walking with her, and just say,
Mhm.
"It's okay. Just tell me exactly how much trouble you're in."
I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have time. We don't have time. Let's go. She sits down,
Kiko,
straps up.
the alert you wanted me to warn you about is here. Would you like me to tell you?
Oh, okay.
I believe you'd want to leave the dock right about now.
Okay, let's go. Jump drive. I'm going to do a jump one. I hope everyone
Jump
buckled
one.
up.
Indeed.
I was about to ask Tommy if they'd set up your direct deposit.
The
Peter
Jump
just clamps
one.
a hand to the
And you
wall. Having no time to sit down.
Jump one towards the coordinates. I know it's not the full length, but in that direction.
right. So
I probably fly back a few feet into Peter,
Let's-
braced by him.
the jump one's particular. When normally no one's awake when you jump with the ship, and typically because of the mental trauma it causes when you're awake during the jumping process. Most humans aren't capable of handling the strange happenings of a jump one, or any jump for that matter. So as everyone quickly sits to brace themselves, this
Lord
is
Kingsley.
completely
Oh, yes.
shocking the rest of y'all, because you know that jumps only happen when you're in cryo sleep. But for some reason, this ship is about to make a jump one, and we're going to get to that right after this break. And we're back. Well, since you jumped straight into a jump one hyperspace jump, we're gonna need to do a sanity save
Oh shit. Okay.
for everyone.
Very good at this.
If you're joining us for the first time, we're using the Mothership rule set for the sci-fi RPG. So this is actually a sci-fi horror RPG, and the Mothership book can be found online. A very cool little zine here, and I think you can download the PDF for free. But if you
Yeah.
want to take a look at what we're doing, follow it on Mothership Sci-Fi Horror RPG.
Well, it's gonna be a fail from me, and I believe my stress goes up by 1, right, with the fail.
Yes.
All right.
That is a fail for me as well.
I'm good.
Good. Right.
We are trying to roll under our sanity. Correct?
Under our sanity.
That
I
is a
know. I got your
failure.
accent for a second.
It's all right. That's contagious. That is a failure for Buckford.
As
What about Dr. Ruha?
yeah, Dr. Bruja.
You couldn't hear me. I succeeded.
Great.
I was talking this entire time.
So,
We can't hear you. We're
along with the sanity save, all of y'all experience what you could maybe say is one of the worst feelings you've ever had. The ship jumps, and you realize the ship isn't going anywhere. It's everywhere else is moving around you, and the time has become displaced somehow. As you kind of try and make your look around in a brief moment of like of panic, you're like, oh, sorry, I gotta roll for Lynn. Lynn fails. You just see your life flashing before your eyes, and there's just this strange sense of unease. Colors start to brilliantly dance in front of you, shapes unfurl, almost like an origami structure, blending into the ship itself. As you take a look at your own hands and body, you realize you're no longer alive. You're flying through some other altered experience, this other state of being, and you kind of come to as if you were lightheaded, like you got up too fast and you were just took a little shock of oxygen, or lack of oxygen to the head, and you come to with this eyes are open, but your vision is black, and it fades back in slowly as the hyper jump stops, and immediately the migraines ensue.
shit.
You hear from Peter just like a burst of like what sounds like error coding. Just like machine noise comes out of his mouth for a second. He just clamps his hand over his mouth. That did not feel good.
No.
Did we just jump?
I
I'll
don't
get
think that was
on.
by the book.
I'll get on comms real quick. Yeah. Sorry about that. I had to, just do a quick jump. Normally, I'd give more warning. It was a bit of a hurry, so an X I didn't want to run into. I don't know. I hope everyone's good. Yeah, make sure to take care of yourselves. Visit the med bay if you need to. Okay.
Who are you running from and how dangerous are they? Because I cannot believe you just jumped without putting the crew under.
I know. I
You
mean,
can trust me. Patient doctor confidentiality. I promise I won't tell anyone. Please.
Buck and Tommy, are you guys in your rooms, or where were you guys?
I was in Science Bay. Yeah,
I-
belted in.
Yeah, I was in engineering when I was caught on guard. I had
Okay.
Lord Kensington with me.
I get Lord Kings. Kingsley.
Kingsley.
I mean,
sorry, the warp.
yeah. Okay. All right. So it's just Dr.
Oh.
Ruha, Peter, and I in the bridge.
And Lord
I guess I will
Kingsley,
remove myself from Peter since he had to catch my fall.
right,
I apologize if I.
No, thank you.
Too
I would have
tough.
hit the back of the ship.
very quickly, Lord Kingsley looked perturbed.
This poor
That
little
makes
canine
2 of us.
brain.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'll break this down for you more, perhaps, when I don't have a raging migraine. But short story is my mum. Yeah.
I can understand family drama all too well.
Yeah. It's a strained thing, lots of trauma there that I don't want to dig up. And she's looking at Peter and being like,
Yes, it was a very bad woman we want to avoid.
Kiko, a word of advice.
Yeah.
If you're going to work in space with people, it can already have a lot of stress and negative impacts on your mental health. You have to be able to rely on your fellow crew members. And bringing them onto your ship without apprising them of any type of danger, it's going to work against you more than you think. If people know what they are signing up for, they are less likely to hold it against you.
yeah.
I stumble out of the science bay, put my hand on the wall, and just puke.
How is everyone's heads feeling?
Oh,
Like
I
shit.
think I have something I can probably prescribe to everyone. Just take some of the edge off.
Yeah, let's convene in the galley, shall we? I'll say over comms.
Best.
And make
Come
our
on,
way
boss.
to the galley and bring any meds that you think might help then, Dr. Ruha.
I'll bring my medical bag.
Uh,
When I observed the dog, how does he look to me?
The dog looks to be doing better now that you see it.
Is he walking normally?
Oh yeah, he's walking. Well, he's walking as normal as dog can in space.
Oh, Lord Kingsley, I'm so sorry. I'll pick him up and just, give him some good pets.
Yeah.
Get him back down. Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. Had some unexpected company arrive, and we just had to get out of there, pronto.
Making a jump like that from the get-go, it puts a lot of stress on the engines, and I don't mean to question your position, Captain, but as the new engineering here, maybe next time we could get like a 30-second head start before we pop on out like that
Yes,
again.
Of course, and as far as I'm concerned, we're all equals here. I want this to be a crew that everyone's comfortable on. I don't want you to think that there's going to be any toe stepping or what have you.
As long as the check's clear, you know what I mean? And real quick, could we just do a real quick data test just to make sure the credits are good, and then no more questions from me? Just make sure everything's on the up and up.
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, you will get we could, I suppose, do part of it in advance, but it is, at the end of the month, after the job is done.
Just standard procedure per union guidelines, subsection 3.4. It's just like a good faith payment. Not much, just to make sure the goods are there.
Sure. Yeah. No, we can do that. Warden, if you would transfer everyone that's been hired on as the crew, send them 1,000 credits up front.
1,000 credits going out now.
oh shit.
Collective bargaining, you guys. Thank you, Captain. Appreciate it.
But yeah, you know, I'm not like a union worker or anything, so like, you know, those guidelines aren't like part of this gig.
Well, I just have to make every attempt to make sure wages and work are fair. That's all. We've had the
Oh,
communication,
yeah,
a little
yeah.
checkbox. We're good.
All right, yeah.
Do you have any of those meds?
I do. They are best taken on a full stomach, so I will maybe
yeah.
prepare something for all of us.
Yeah. Help yourselves. The fridge should be stocked. Let me just check our cargo. Yeah. There should be some food in there, yeah.
I'll make us all a nice stir fry. It'll be a good team building exercise.
Hey, that'd be lovely. Actually, no, yeah, it'd be great. We should all get to know each other a little more as we settle in. Oh, ow.
Are there any objections to it being a little bit spicy?
No, yeah, go for it.
No.
Perfect.
That is fine with me.
So where did we jump to?
That's a good question, you know. I had to give a bit of an estimation just with the rush. Warden, where are we?
You're somewhere about past Sector 8.
Right.
Where-
Are there any hostilities around us? You know, I forgot to check. Just the migraine, everything coming out of. Are we in a stable position right now?
You're currently stable.
Any threats around, Warden?
No threats.
All right. Well,
Would
that's
you
good.
like something else?
No, that's it, Warden. I see you guys. We've got top of the line Warden AI system throughout the ship. It's amazing. You can ask him anything. It's incredible.
Ask him a question. Go for it.
It's like when you ask me the question, I can't think of a question. So
Warden, what is the temperature and weather like in New Delhi?
New Delhi is currently 120, as normal Earth temperatures have risen in the past 50 years.
Lovely.
Where is everyone from, actually? I'd love to know.
I mean, originally Mars, but
Really?
I've been, like I said, deep space for 76 years ish. So,
What is Mars like?
I mean, it's different, you know. It's only partially colonized, so still a lot of red. But you know, it's the only place I've seen grass grow. So it's in a dome, but I've seen it forever.
Oh. Yeah.
What about you guys? You been to Earth or?
I am actually from Earth. Born and raised in New El Paso, working on crop hoppers and the such. Money was better in the stars. I've been doing that ever since.
Wow. I've only heard stories about Earth. Is it? I mean,
It's
is
not
it...
great. It is.
Oh, okay.
This is much better. It's a lot cleaner. I mean, save for the graffiti, is a lot more dirt, a lot of sand. I don't like sand. It's gritty and it gets everywhere. This is better. You know, the food's not quite the same, but it's a fair trade.
All right.
As everyone's talking, Peter just starts going around and picking up trash.
What about you, Kiko?
Peter and I are from Eden. Yeah, from Jinshi.
Ooh.
Was born and raised, and yeah, no, I love it. I've had a great childhood. I'm just like, yeah, no, it's great. But I have to explore. I want to see. I really want to see what's out there. And I've always wanted to visit Earth. Actually, I'm just so curious what it's like. Maybe we'll get there eventually.
Earth definitely has its charms, but I have found that people from Eden seldom find it agreeable.
Oh, why? What makes you say that?
It's a little rougher around the edges, but for those of us who have a fondness or a little bit of a nostalgia, it's great. It's got a lot of culture. I'm sure Buckford would agree.
Oh, tons of culture. I kind of grew up in the less cleaner parts than you did, so my culture was a little more rough and tumble.
Well, you would be surprised. I've been a little bit of everywhere at this point, but I did my schooling in Mumbai 4.
Wow. And
Fancy pants is here.
So like, are you like an MD or like a PhD?
I hold 2 different doctorate degrees.
wow.
I
And
got
she
one.
can cook.
And I can
Yeah,
cook.
we'll see. We'll see.
And I'll start dishing it up for everyone. I've even set aside a nice cut of beef for the dog, and I cut half a pain pill and place it inside and say, even on his tiny little mind, the rigors of a jump while conscious probably is for the best to give him something. And I dispense 1 pain pill to each of the cast members.
Oh.
Got it.
As I'm walking in and out of the room cleaning up, I just go, we will endeavor not to do that again as I disappear through another door.
As I take the pill, what happens with him on the jump? I mean, we get headaches.
With Peter.
I saw some stuff, but I've never known a drawing that was up.
Yeah.
Physiologically, probably very little, but as for mentally, an artificial AI would still experience something. We should ask him.
Yeah.
I'd
You
like
know,
to just check him out.
you
if
can
that's
just
cool.
you can just talk to Peter, you know. Peter's had look, like I said, we've worked together for a long time, and I've made some adjustments, you know, over our time together, and he's the best AI I've ever been around, and I mean I haven't been around that many. I'm lucky to have known Peter.
Adjustments.
Yeah.
What do you? What do you
I
mean
just to make it,
adjustments?
you know, just more efficient and to work better with me specifically, you know.
Okay. Would you mind if I plugged into him real quick and just ran a couple of tests, make sure everything's
Well, you know, Peter's a crew member. I mean, I think you'd have to. You still need to talk with him.
As a high functioning form of intelligence, I would actually venture to say that Peter may be closer to a synthetic human than a, pardon my cruel vernacular, robot.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, a doctor could plug into you to see what's wrong. They'd probably do that
Yes,
too,
but
right?
consent is required.
Exactly. Yes. Consent. Very important.
Okay.
But, you know, you should
Peter-
just talk to
Oh.
him.
Peter leans back in the door with a half-eaten container of food and goes, Miss Lawson, did you want this?
Oh, what is it? Was it the noodles from that one place?
Yes.
Yeah, just cover it. I mean, smell it. It doesn't smell too bad. Just cover it up and stick it in the
Too
fridge.
bad.
He walks over and sticks it in the fridge.
No.
Wait. Are things in the fridge?
Stale. Why would you eat
Yeah.
it? We have perfectly good food in the ship.
With
Is
it's from
this stuff
my favorite
new?
noodle
Yes.
stand.
She just made this. This is not...
Yeah, but I mean the ingredients. It's not like
No, the ingredients are fine.
I just. You're gonna eat a week-old noodle.
Yeah, but there was ready-made. I don't know how to cook. I don't like eating the little, you know, pre-made whatever these little capsules. I like
Push away
having,
the food.
you know, cooked food. Which means it tend to, when it was just Peter and I, there was a lot of takeout, you know.
I'm not the best chef.
Yeah, would walk over to the fridge and start looking for items that are not new and start tossing things out.
Anyway, Lynn, you didn't tell us where you're from.
Oh yeah, I was just letting everyone talk. I'm from Eden.
Oh, amazing. Where from on Eden?
All over the place, really. Just moved here and there.
Okay. You spend a lot of time in Jinchi?
Spent a little bit of time there.
Okay.
I was there for about 2 years.
Oh, on business or?
You'd say. I mainly work on cryopods, so
Oh,
most of the business is off planet.
all right.
I almost went into cryopod work myself. No joke. Where did you study?
I was myself taught really from the net. But
That's fantastic, man. Oh, that's great. I'd love for you to show me some of that stuff. I've always been interested in that.
you can
Lord
get,
Kingsley, I'm going to move your toys if that's okay with you. And he continues on out the door again.
you can get into some really cool stuff with cryopods. I like to specialize in some of the synth dreams and the the things you can experience while you're under. Because you don't have to just go to sleep forever. You could live out a fantasy or have some kind of adventure, or do whatever you want really, as long as you got the right programmer.
Wow.
Did not know that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I've never been in cryo sleep, so I don't actually know if that's
Typically, you want to do it before you jump because it'll avoid all this.
right. That makes
It's
sense.
much more pleasurable. The wake up's not good, but it never is. Not natural to sleep that long.
Yes.
Not natural to think you lived an entire life inside of it either.
I guess that you said you had 10 years of experience, but
Mhm.
you had been working for 75. Am I correct in
76.
assuming that 65 years were spent in cryosleep?
Yeah. Yeah.
I cannot imagine the type of impact that would have on your psyche.
No, I mean, one of the reasons I took off was, no one left home, so. I mean, for me, I didn't lose a lot, but it's weird seeing, people come back and their kids are older.
How long did it feel like had passed when you woke up?
I mean, the sim can make it feel like real time. So you can live an entire life in there. It's weird.
Yeah, that sounds.
Yeah.
Oh, Warden,
Yes.
how much time has passed back on Crestmore Starport from before our jump?
We've only jumped an hour.
Oh, right. I mean, I knew that. I figured it'd be about that much.
Relative time, 1 second.
Yeah.
Felt a little longer than that.
It was not ideal.
No, it's not how we
Yeah.
would.
Yes,
What does a jump feel like for you?
unpleasant.
Hmm. Do you see the colors as well?
It's difficult to explain. It's more of I believe the best way to put it is that my vision malfunctioned during the jump.
Hmm. I imagine time sort of distorting like that would probably wreak havoc on your systems.
It's not preferable. No,
Hmm.
I'm recalibrating at the moment.
As we are all, I promise you.
I apologize for the outburst I had when we came back to real space. It was
Weird.
Yes.
What? We don't need to use strong words like that. That's just the way his scream sounds, okay?
It just
I
it hits
know.
at a certain register. It just
Yeah.
no. I
It's
apologize.
not good.
It's not. It didn't feel good. It is actually the first time I've made that noise. I don't want to make it again.
Yeah, no,
how do you
we'll,
register a feel?
How do I register what?
A feel. Like I don't want to be insensitive, but how do you feel?
I would say it's more of a. It's
I
difficult
mean,
to
how
explain.
do you feel?
Yeah, it is difficult to explain without knowing how you feel. and then comparing and contrasting the two. It is unpleasant and it feels wrong.
I can't fight that.
As you float out amongst the stars, Pico, where would you like to go?
Huh. Well, let's see. How far are we? I mean, I know it's like a month out to the in coordinates I'm wanting to go to, but this Estrian job I picked up. Do you know where it begins? I think we can just kind of. They'll take any sort of direction of star charting, so I just want to see where their charts have left off. How far off we are from uncharted territory, basically.
Right, so you're in a place called Sector 8, but there's a location on the star maps that's called the Dark Zone. Not that it's dark, it's just that it
Yeah.
hasn't been mapped out.
Right.
You know, for your mission, you need to head that direction.
Yeah. About how far out are we from the edge, I guess, of where that begins?
You've got about 3 days travel with normal thrusters,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
the month travel would be in hyperspace. So you would need to go to sleep for about a month.
Yeah. Let's we're gonna just go ahead and let's head towards the edge of the dark zone so we can start doing some charting work, Warden, and just do regular thrusters if that's good. I think it'd be. I assume, Buck, you agree we should give it a break from the.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to give the whole engine a little diagnostic to see where we stood, but you
That
know,
Alright.
would be preferable.
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
keep it on standard, and I'll go give it a look, and we'll
Yeah.
see how we stand.
Sounds good. Warden, are there any starports in between there and here that we might be able to, maybe pick up a few other crew members or?
There's one more starport available.
All right. Which one is it?
Starport 476B, unnamed.
Oh. Are there any details or information about this starport on file?
Searching. Yes. It appears to be a standard starport run by the Meritage Corporation.
All right.
Meritide Corporation.
Meritide. All right. All right. Well, that'll be a good. We can stop there on the way. But how many days out is the starport then?
You've got about half a day's travel.
All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
This
I
is the
think
last
I've been there
starport.
before.
You've been there. All
While I was
right.
on tour.
Oh wow. That's right. We have a celebrity on board with us.
Forget I mentioned it.
No, I'm
Wait.
sorry. I don't mean to
What-
embarrass
What
you.
will we know you for?
Well, I suppose you would only really be familiar with my name if you had read one of my books or if you watched TV. The
Hello.
trashy kind.
It's Dr. Ruha Ambani from Stars Apart.
Oh, I've heard of that.
She's amazing. You should see
It's
the problem she fixes.
No offense.
Like,
Why are you here?
well, I grew bored with taking care of celebrity couples.
Oh, really? So, are you not planning on doing any more shows or what?
Well, no one can say definitively what the future holds, but for the time being, I think I want to see what else I'm capable of doing.
Yeah. Ooh. Very cool.
All right.
But if you do need any medical advice, feel free to schedule something with me and I'd be more than happy to help.
Boy, can I just ask, what was your favorite couple that you worked with? Like, what was your favorite, problem to fix?
I think a lot of stargaze and her husband, Rico, they were a riot.
Oh my god, the worst.
No idea.
I can't believe you guys haven't watched this. You're missing out. I mean, oh my god. You know, all of the living quarters are equipped with screens. We could pop up.
Oh, I really couldn't.
No?
It's so nice to have someone who's fond of my work on board, but some people have accused it of being saccharine.
You know what? I will watch some with you. Yeah.
You would?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, we should have like, okay, tomorrow night we're gonna do like a crew bonding, and we can all watch an episode of Stars Apart.
Yeah. Let's see what you got, Doc.
Happily. I
They
mean,
are. Alright.
I think it's a pretty well received show. I don't know. I can't really tell if it's good or not. When you're on camera yourself, you always think you've done a terrible job.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, 12 seasons. Some people must like it.
Oh my god, it's amazing. That's all I can say. Yeah, I'm here to tell you, it's amazing. Well worth the
Dawson likes
watch.
your show very much.
Yeah, Peter knows. Alright, Lord Kingsley, how's he doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, I'm just gonna give him a once over, make sure he's alright, give him a treat from my pocket. Always have some dog treats on hand. And
Gobbles it up.
oh my god, I'm sorry, I didn't even. Where are his goggles? I didn't put his goggles back on. Poor thing. We went through
I think they
space. He didn't.
They fell off in the jump back in engineering. I was heading back that way anyway to do the maintenance check,
Alright,
so
great.
I'll pick them up.
Great, they would be wonderful. In fact, just take Lord Kingsley. He likes the engines. He likes the the hum and
I
the.
saw him
warmth.
sitting on the warm,
Mhm.
the little hub.
Yeah.
Come on, bud. I'm gonna head back to engineering, check out them engines.
Got it.
Warden, can we get a diagnostic on the ship's engines?
Why, of course. What would you like to know?
Oh, charge capacity, how much fuel we've got in the engines, wear and tear, routine maintenance checks, last time the plasma was changed out, once over, kick the tires, see what's up.
Your smart screen begins to populate with data that kind of informs you of everything you've asked, and things are looking pretty good. It seems that this ship is fairly new. Really hasn't gone, you'd almost say, anywhere. It's just like brand new.
Those
Yeah.
are Class M boosters, those are new. Like, I didn't even think they were out yet.
After
So
that,
I'm fairly impressed.
after that jump, we should have about 15 fuel left.
Yeah,
15.
and your indicators would show that too.
We burned one fuel with that jump.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let me think of any
what-
other information that you would have back there. This we've got a speed of 30 on this ship.
Oh, there's the goggles. There you go. Here you go, bud.
Our max hull is 56. I don't know if engineering would. Yeah, you would probably want to know that. The ship's computers have an intellect of 60, and so these stats are all the same like ours.
Oh,
When we're
okay.
rolling, it's all under that. Yeah, so the intellect of 60. And you can tell when you look into the computers that there are 3 computers on board, which is a nice amount for ship. And armor is a 50. Yeah. And then, yeah, it looks
Three.
like combat capabilities are at a 40.
Combat 40. All right.
Yeah.
And that's so this we said this had some like a military vibe to it, guns. So it's a little maybe sturdier than ships I may have previously been.
Give me an intellect check.
All right.
as you-
intellect.
Run through the ship.
Boy, I am stumped on this one. I am flummoxed and perplexed.
You had no skills to add to that?
I rolled fairly poorly on that one.
You know what?
I had those couple drinks I had at the Sweet Seas, and then we did that jump, and I'm tasting the lime and the ginger, and it's just real hard time focusing.
You're fairly sure the ship's new. The crew seems, nice for the most part.
Mhm.
You got the stats you needed.
Yeah, I'll report back to the captain. Engine looks great. Good job taking care of the ship. Pristine condition.
Right. Amazing.
Aside from the
Peter's still walking around.
spray
with-
paint.
Yeah, I'm cleaning and putting the ship back together. Anything that fell over during the jump, I'm righting it.
I'd like to observe him from afar.
Got it.
Weirdo.
As far as you can tell, I'm not doing anything odd. Anytime I cross paths with Kingsley, I speak to him like he's a person. Like I
thought
was
you said you
speaking
weren't
to
doing anything odd.
But other than that, it's not just tidying up, as though I were a maid or butler.
Shit. God, we were in such a rush. I forgot. I'm gonna get into my pack and pull out my Polaroid camera. I'd wanted to take a photo of us before we left port, the crew, the beginning of the session. Man, can't believe I
Yes.
forgot this. Alright, I just snap a picture of him.
Hold on, wait. Is it a puke?
Well, I'm snapping a picture of Peter. I'm doing individuals.
Oh.
It's a
It's a
Right,
Solaroid for branding purposes. Did you know
a
it's
Solaroid? Yeah, that's right.
Solaroid.
Thank you. And then I set that down in the galley, and then I go around trying to find where everyone is at right now, and I take a quick picture, whether or not they're ready. In fact, I love candid, so like if Buck's working on the engine, I just go like sneak it in. Oh, look at that, always ready. All right, pocket. Snap one of Lord Kingsley, of course, always cute. Then where's Dr. Ruha? Still in
I
the.
have claimed my quarters. Since I
Okay.
was promised the nicest ones.
Yes, no, yeah, you can take your pick. There is one that is larger, and I was in there before, but I don't care where I stay. Just,
You notice I moved some of my things in, but I haven't removed yours because
I-
I want to be respectful.
Oh, that's very nice. I'll just yeah.
I will take care of this. I will move us to another cabin.
Thank you, Peter. Very nice. In fact, just put us in the beds. It'll be fine.
Okay. All right. If you wish.
And I snap a picture, Dr. Ruha.
You notice now the plant has taken a prominent position on the desk, and I am playing on a small holographic item.
Oh. Wait,
So
what
I'm
is?
engrossed in that when you take a photo.
Oh, I see. Oh, just playing. Is it a video game?
No,
Oh,
not exactly.
what is it?
It's a Hachi Witchy.
Oh, are those the
I have a-
things? No, go on.
I just show it to you, but I'm a bit embarrassed. It's childish, but it sometimes
No.
helps with anxiety. You see
No.
like a small hedgehog.
Oh, absolutely.
They hung
Oh,
Oh! Yes, it is one of those.
I
You
love
take
these.
care of a
It,
synthetic animal.
yes, I
Yeah,
had one of these when I was
okay.
younger. Remember, Peter?
Yes, I do. You would not put it down.
Yeah. No, you don't have to be ashamed of that. Oh my gosh.
it's a bit embarrassing, but
Not at
It
all.
makes me feel like I have helps me mark the passage of time. Space travel can be a bit disorienting, and
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's wonderful to
gives me
take
something
care.
to do.
It's good to take care of something. I mean, that's why I have Lord Kingsley. He's just a good friend. He also has wonderful opinions. He never talks down to me. I'm gonna go
No,
find
very
go find Tommy. Oh yeah, where is Tommy? Is Tommy just like skulking in the hallways?
I'm always near Peter right now.
Okay.
Just kind of leaning up against stuff. Just
So I just-
observing.
Snap. Wow. You look so moody, Tommy? What's on your mind?
AIs that aren't up to snuff.
Is this going to be an issue, Thomas?
No. No.
Are you trying to imply that Peter's not up to snuff? I'm sorry.
No.
Wait.
I'm just observing. I'm just observing.
All right, hold on. How many AI do you know? Oh, I'm gonna go grab a couple eggs from the fridge, and I'm gonna be like, Peter, do that thing where you like juggle them and catch it on your foot.
all
You
right.
know?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, if you would like. And Peter starts juggling. How many eggs did you give me?
I just grabbed 2, but you know, I suppose it's not
Starts
gonna
juggling, awkwardly
impressive.
juggling 2 because juggling 2 is a pain in the ass. And starts and then throws one up in the air and tries to catch it on his foot.
Tries.
Well, he does his best. I don't know if it breaks or not. It's an egg.
Well, let's do a speed check.
Copy that.
We'll use this as a way to. We'll call it an agility.
I mean,
Oh, I definitely succeed in that. I rolled
Oh.
a 4.
Impossibly graceful. He catches an egg on his toe.
Whoa.
And then I flip it back up into my hand. Is that what you wanted?
yeah, I mean, it's incredible. There's nothing subpar or temper or whatever you're thinking with Peter.
Yeah, their speed is what concerns me.
Would it put you at ease if I gave Peter a very small psychological assessment? Just a very friendly one-on-one chat.
Love it.
If that would make you feel
Would
better,
you
then
be
I'd happily.
amenable?
Yes.
I mean, you did it for all of us, right? As we came in, you analyzed all of us, so
that is
it's
very
only
fair.
fair.
Yes, I will sit for an evaluation.
Are we doing this right now?
Whenever you wish.
Or should we not be here? Is this a private affair?
For Peter's privacy, it may be better if you're not present.
All right.
Well, all right, Peter, you'll be okay, yeah?
Yes, I will be fine. I don't have anything to hide, so if you want to observe, as I observed all of yours, that is fine.
No, it's
It's only
okay.
fair.
I'll just give his hand a little squeeze and then I'll back away. All right, well, and I sort of encourage Tommy too as well. Doctor knows what she's doing. She's professional. Oh my god, I can't wait till you watch Stars Apart.
Where are y'all going
looking
while she
forward
does
to it.
this?
While they're doing this evaluation, I'll just escort Tommy back to the science lab so that I can eventually ask him.
And I'll jump on
likes
one of
it.
the computers that's there.
Got it.
But I don't want to interrupt. Psychological evaluation.
Would you prefer to do this here in my quarters, or would you feel more comfortable doing it in the med bay?
I am happy to do it wherever you are most comfortable to do it.
We should do it here then. Yes?
All right? Yes?
So, Peter,
Yes.
is it within your programming to harm another person?
Absolutely not.
And have you ever experienced very elevated emotions of any kind? Specifically of anger or violence, helplessness?
No, my life has been pretty uneventful until very recently.
And what is the nature of your relationship with Pico?
I am. The best way to put it, I am her tutor. I have been with her since she was young, and I taught her basic schooling and things of that nature.
And tell me, Peter, was education always your primary function?
Yes, that is why I was purchased for Kiko. Miss Larson.
And Were the Larsons your very first sort of owners?
To my knowledge, yes.
Are you aware of the nature of the relationship between Kiko and her parents?
Yes.
Did you often mediate between them?
I was often given instructions by her parents, and then carried out those instructions to the best of my abilities, if that is what you mean.
And was this a nurturing environment for you?
I don't know what you mean. I do not. It is not common for an android like myself to receive nurturing.
Let me phrase it a different way. Were you often put in conflicting situations where you had to choose between...
I think I see what you mean. I tried my best to do what I was tasked in the kindest way possible.
That is an interesting statement. What do you mean by that? Do you mind expanding on that point?
The Miss Larson's parents were very direct and not had no time to use their parlance, childish things. I just tried to complete the assignment given to me while still encouraging Miss Larson to be a child while she was growing up.
I imagine this must have been very difficult for you.
At times, yes, but she turned out well, if I do say so myself.
As an educational android, is childcare a part of your functionality?
Not explicitly, other than to the degree that it coincides with teaching.
But you knew something was wrong, and you took it upon yourself to intervene in some way, or to the extent that you were allowed to.
Yes, it
That
was.
is very commendable.
I appreciate that. It was just seemed like the correct thing to do at the time.
You experienced empathy for the lack of warmth in a child's upbringing, and you filled that lack with whatever kindness of your own you could generate. Would you
That
agree?
Seems agreeable. Yes, that is an accurate description.
Well, I'm going to be completely frank with you now, Peter.
Yes.
I'm not qualified to give a psychological assessment for an android. It's quite impossible. But this chat together was rather nice. But if you would do me just the kindness of helping me sort of dispel Thomas's fears, I think that would benefit us both.
I believe it would. I was concerned that there was a type of psychology that I was not aware of that worked on androids, but now I see that I did not need to be worried.
It seems that your programming is very advanced, though. Based off of this surface level assessment, I would say you experience emotion, even if it is to a lesser degree. The empathy and the desire to become involved is present.
I believe it is more to do with. I have my base programming showed me what a correct or ideal environment for a child was, and the environment that Miss Larson was in was not matching to that ideal. So I tried to course correct towards a more ideal situation.
I suppose the question is whether you did this because it bothered you not to, or if you did this because your programming dictated it.
From my perspective, I did it because it seemed to be the best course of action to create someone who is happy.
That is an interesting idea. That you believe you know how to make someone happy, or at least to facilitate such an interaction.
It would seem that from available research that if someone has a happy childhood, they are a happier person. I could be wrong. I didn't have one, so.
Is this also why you speak to Lord the dog as though he is a person? Is it to make him feel happier?
Miss Larson loves Lord Kingsley and feels very much they are equals. So I treat Lord Kingsley like I would treat Miss Larson.
Although you are aware he does not understand what you are saying.
I am aware. Although sometimes he looks at me like he does, and that's concerning.
Sometimes animals can have a knack to do this. I have observed it myself. I think that is why people feel comfortable talking to them.
It would seem so, although it is not the same for me. Talking to him is not for my...
There appears to be a ship in our trajectory.
Oh shit. Right.
Peter, you should
Yes.
go to the bridge.
yes.
Alright, can you show it on the, let's see, I'm just gonna, because I'm in the, science bay with Tommy, and he's already on a computer, can you just pull it up on the science bay computer, please?
Absolutely. You see what appears to be a gently corkscrewing, slowly orbiting ship in your path. There's debris just about the outsides of it.
Warden, is this a functioning ship?
It doesn't appear so.
Huh. Alright, can I get let's get the, team to the bridge so we can assess what to do, next here. Let's move to the bridge, yeah? Or are you more comfortable staying here? I mean, there's a position that there's space for each of you in the bridge.
No, I'm good.
I believe standard protocol is if there is debris in the immediate area, we would raise some sort of shields to prevent damage to the ship.
Absolutely. Good point. All right, yes, everyone meet me in the bridge. I'm going to head straight to the bridge. Warden, can we put shields up just in case some of that debris reaches us?
Absolutely. Shields are going on now.
All right, let me just... check our ship stats. All right, Warden, are you able... Can we get close enough to get a scan? Would you know this, Tommy? To get a scan on this ship and sort of to determine if there's any life signs or something.
I will activate comms and Miss Lawson, I can sit in the pilot's chair and operate things while you concentrate on other things.
Oh,
if that would be preferable.
yes. Thank you. Yeah, that'd be great. Okay.
So I head to the bridge and I start working with Warden to facilitate things that
Excellent.
Miss Larson wants.
Yeah, all right. I assume it's all we've got the display up at the head of the ship so that we can see what we're looking at here.
Yes.
Yeah, Tommy, what do you think here?
You could try hailing him on the radio first.
Of course. But what if it's hostile? I mean, wouldn't it be worth checking life first?
I think if they were hostile, they would have fired by now.
Yeah,
I
they
also
know
believe-
we're here.
I also believe if they were hostile, they may be not drifting freely in space and more stable.
These are all
Unless
great.
it's an ambush.
This is why I've made the best hiring decisions. This is all getting confirmed right now. All right. Warden, let's open hailing frequencies then, and I'll towards their ship if we can get one, and say this is Captain Kiko Larson checking in. I see we have your ship seems to be drifting ahead of us, some debris. We're just checking in to see that everything's all right, and if any assistance is needed. Destiny out.
There appears to be no reply.
Oh.
You know, Kiko, that was very good. But usually, when you say you're captain, you follow that directly with the ship that you're captaining.
Oh,
People need to
shit,
know what you're
alright.
captain
Yes,
of
alright,
rather
I'll-
than
I'll make
destiny out.
I'll make a note. Ship name. Yeah, after. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Okay, but there's no response. Huh. I mean,
Should we scan that ship for signs of life support?
That is probably a correct move.
yeah, I think we do that. I mean, if it's a scrapper, though, we could get some parts off of her. You know, if it is just out there.
You are speaking my language, Cap.
All right, yeah, let's do a scan check for life signs then. Do we need to go in closer? What's our range here? How fast is it moving, Warden? Are we in any danger as far as the trajectory here?
The ship appears to be in a small, gentle corkscrew. Not moving any particular direction.
All right. Yeah, let's
Warden?
get that. Oh,
Do we have drones?
We do have one drone available.
I mean, we could send the drone in. It's easiest.
look at that! I didn't even know we had drones, Peter. That's great.
What?
Huh? You getting that scan done?
Yeah. I'm just gonna head to the computer and we'll do that there.
Okay. Yeah.
Great. Yeah,
Just
wonderful.
send it forward to the bridge when you have it. Then.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I'd like to advance the drone towards the ship. See if there's any visible signs on any of the exterior windows.
As you
Yeah,
advance
scan.
the drone, you see that the ship appears to be dead. No sign of power, no sign of life. Scans come back negative for life forms. It seems to be just stuck out here. You're not quite to the space station yet, but this little hiccup is right about halfway between your destination and where you need to go.
So, Captain, it doesn't look like there's any signs of life. I don't know if we want to put out a distress, let somebody know if you want to try to go on board, salvage
Oh.
what we can, or...
I mean, I think our next step, unless I'm missing something, there's no life signs.
Thomas, is there a way you can retrieve some sort of hard drive or black box from the craft so we can see what happened to it? It could be the same thing. Could affect our likelihood of reaching our next destination.
Yeah, the drone can hook up and see if there's still pressure inside. If there is, it's going to take a
Just
bit. but we
getting
can-
the last 5 minutes of footage would be invaluable.
Yeah, I'll get the drone inside. Just give me a second here. I'd like to try to hook the drone up to the exterior door and see if it can interface with it to unlock.
Yeah,
and open.
can we get the drone's camera feed on our main screen up here in the bridge?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the feed pops up on the bridge. It's grainy, but it clears up slowly as it kind of focuses in. You see the little arms catch, and it begins to like try and open up one of the portholes. How would you like to do this? Would you need it to cut in, or do you want to try and to get it going through like a hole?
If it can't interact with any sort of manual lock, then yeah, we're gonna have to put a tiny hole in it first to see if there's pressure, and relieve some of that pressure that's inside, and then we'll try to cut a bigger hole so I don't lose my drone into space.
It appears that the hull of the ship is pretty sound still. The debris you see must be superficial.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll do about a quarter-size hole in the ship in that
Right.
exterior door.
The drone opens up a laser cutter from underneath it. It's almost like a spider, and it latches on, and underneath the main capsule, this laser cutter opens up and just creates this perfect, just perfectly symmetrical circle. And then this middle arm comes out, grasps magnetically to the portion that's been cut, and just you're
Never
cutting
took to keep it
into exterior airlock door. You know, I'm assuming you would have wanted to cut through an airlock and not the main
Yes,
part
that's
of the
correct.
ship.
Yeah. And the drone, I'll try to manipulate the drone into the interior where the actual airlock is, and then we'll do the same procedure on that door
Yeah.
to leave.
So the drone kind of retracts its legs, goes inside, spreads them back out, goes to the inner door, and then another. You're accessing the ship currently.
Are there any lights on or anything? Is it just dark? What's it looking like so
You see
far?
flickering emergency lights.
I'd like to try to locate the bridge of that ship with the drone.
The drone attempts to go further in and makes its way through the hallway. You see fairly empty ship, fairly sparse, and you make your way to the bridge, and there's another door like it's closed up there. Drone opens it up, accesses the main entryway. Power seems to be still activated. The drone makes its way through. Once it's into the bridge, you see it's ransacked. It's just debris everywhere. The chairs are disconnected from their main consoles, and there's what appears to be some kind of body floating, kind of in a gentle corkscrew also.
Unfortunate.
Is there any sort of damage that I can see on the floating body?
The head has been removed.
Oh my god.
I feel as though this is something we should report in, shouldn't we?
But
Who-
we still require that footage. There could be valuable evidence on it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll
Yeah.
try to locate the equivalent of the black box on the ship. Just try to extract it with the drone.
The drone can no longer maneuver in this space as efficiently as you like. You know where the black box is, but the arm doesn't articulate in just the way you need it to. What would you like to do?
I will inform the crew of my inability to release the black box with the drone.
Alright. Well, who... Alright,
We will have to go in manually.
I mean,
In where?
I mean, their body's been decapitated. What caused that?
We have to find out. Whoever did that could be watching us now.
let's take a look around the ship with the drone to see if there's anything else we can see, and
Yeah.
we'll make a call from there. Because, I mean, honestly, we don't need to put ourselves in danger for this. We just call it in and move on. So, we could be taking a look.
Yes, I think that would be appropriate.
Yeah,
to
let's
see if there are
have
any
a
other-
once over at least. Make sure there's no
All right.
one else in there that the scan didn't pick up or something.
Okay, we'll try to move the drone towards the opposite side of the ship.
Right, so the
Yeah.
drone continues its maneuvers. It's almost, like I said, insect, spider-like as it begins to kind of grasp along the hallway and pulls itself. It doesn't need the thrusters at this point. It makes its way through the mess hall, and you see that everything is just... Everything just has been tossed. It's been turned, and there's nothing in the mess hall. As it makes its way through the barracks, you notice that, again, everything's been tossed, everything's been turned. There's no sheets, no cloth in the barracks anymore. And continues down the hallway, and you get towards the airlock in the engine room. This is on the opposite side of the ship, and you can kind of see through the door there's something like blinking on the inside. The drone makes its way in, and that's where you see all the sheets. They're floating, and they're all covered and drenched in what you assume to be blood. They're just floating out. And then you see, like, as the sheet gently moves, a face is just staring back at you. And it's just the head. Kind of just floating. There's no blood on it.
Yeah, my votes. We just call this in.
Who's reviewing? Like, okay, let's see. How's this going on? Y'all are all reviewing the footage.
Yeah, we're
Let's-
all looking at the screen.
Let's do an intellect. Everyone, give me an intellect check as you analyze the footage coming in.
I succeeded.
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 Succeed.
It's a fail.
Fail.
Kiko, it looks like this is some bloody severed head, but those that succeed, you recognize it quickly. It's not human. That head is an android head.
Unfortunately, it looks like whatever android was stationed on this ship met with an unfortunate end.
Try to put my hand over Peter's eyes. Don't look, bud.
Please do not put your hand on my face.
Oh my. Wha-
We should retrieve this android. We could repair it and ask it what happened. This is obviously
that's
the work of some deranged individual. Who knows? They could be out there doing God knows what to whom. I don't think I need to explain to you what is on those sheets. Goodness only knows what may have become of the rest of the crew of this ship.
Yeah. No. I think retrieving that android. That seems. Can your droid handle that?
Mr. McDowell, if I'm saying that right, is correct me if I'm wrong. I believe you know more about how I work than I do. If we were just to take the head, could we then interface with it and know what it saw?
Yeah.
And that way it would prove less of a possible danger if the thing you fear about me happened on this ship.
It's so considerate, Peter. Yeah, why don't we just grab the head alone?
I can do that. Captain, good?
Yes, yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna try to get the drone to grab the head and extract. I'm assuming the hole has to be made larger.
Well, the hole's fine. For the head's smaller than the drone itself. You retrieve the head, and you return the drone back to the ship. Is there anything else you'd like to do before you leave the ship with the drone?
Well, wooden or through the drone, is there any indication of what class of ship this is? Is this a trade ship, a military ship? What are we dealing with when we look at this?
It appears to be some kind of trade ship.
Alright.
I'm almost afraid to say this, but should we not have the drone sweep the ship until we find the fate or the remains or what have you of the crew, just to be sure that no one is left behind?
That is,
Also, we need to ID these people. I'm sure they will have families that need to know what has become of them.
Yeah, just do a quick sweep and record. We'll record all the data. At least we can send it with the report.
I know it is rather unpleasant work, McDowell, but perhaps you can shut off the video feed and just have the Android record locally.
We can do that. If you're fine with having a droid with a head floating around a spaceship trying to find someone who's alive.
Well, just
I suppose you're right. That might be.
well,
just sit
we
the
just-
head down first somewhere, or
we
like
did
in.
scan and there were no life signs, correct?
It's
That's
correct.
correct.
But it is worth checking. Just do the scan. Just have it run through the ship. Pick up the head on the way out.
Look for a cubby to put the head in real quick with the drone.
The drone unceremoniously sticks the head into a locker.
Yeah, it's fine. All right.
I'm fine with having the video feed up as I nav.
You
If it would be all right, I would like to also see the feed. It's not going to
No,
bother me.
It's still up. Yeah.
I was more
Right,
so
here we go.
suggesting for the members of the crew who have a less medical background.
Well, it's important for us to know what we're getting into as we go into this deeper, uncharted space, you know?
But
Yeah.
by all means, if you don't want to see, then please don't.
No, let's leave it up. Let's go.
see Lynn's like, yeah, I'm gonna go check out the crowd pods.
Of course,
That's-
Lynn, of course.
You call me when you
That
need
is-
cryopod repair.
You sure you don't want to see this? Because this is like safety training videos. You watch this to make sure what mistakes not to make on the job.
I'll wait for the report.
Yeah, let's not push Lynn where they're not.
All right, Len. Keep it up.
Begin navigation.
You can't find any signs of bodies. What you do find is interesting. Wads of hair floating in the mess hall, along with denture fillings and fixtures. Trace signs of blood, coagulated, floating around. And clothes ripped and stripped.
Quick question about the teeth. Are there dentures and not partially attached gum lines and teeth?
It appears to be artificial denture work.
This seems less like a pirates came through and more like, I don't know what it seems like, but this doesn't seem like your typical sort of robbery, you know?
No, it is odd.
The copious amounts of human hair lead you to believe that somebody shaved people that were on the board.
Uh, hey Tommy, just a quick thought. Those dentures were synthetic. Is there a way you can run a check on that hair to see if it's synthetic or organic?
I mean, yeah, I just put it up close to the lens. Going macro here.
As you enhance, the hair appears to be regular human hair.
Did the head of the android have hair?
Yes.
Okay.
Interesting. Be synthetic hair, right?
Hmm.
All right.
My assumption is that yeah, androids have synthetic hair.
Yes. We
Okay.
don't naturally grow hair.
I don't know if it was like an implant situation or what. I've not done a bunch of research. But thank you, Pete.
There's the possibility there are models that have implanted human hair, but I feel like that would be
Cost
Gross.
prohibitive.
What's that?
That.
Cost
Oh, I
prohibitive.
I said
Human hair
gross.
is very expensive on the market.
well. There are human hair wigs.
Well, also we said
And
organic.
they
He
demand
did
a
not.
much higher price.
He did say organic. He did not say human.
Oh,
Like
I
I mean, our
mean-
friend here, Lord Kingsley's covered with hair. It's not human hair.
Look,
You know.
It's a
either
fur.
way, it's creepy whether it's android or human. You know, something is wreak havoc
Definitely
here. Has it gone
Like to-
through the whole ship, or is this?
Yeah, the drone has completed its search. You
We
find
retrieved
out
the
that
head.
the body and the bridge seems to belong to the android.
This is strange. Where are the human remains?
Is it? We're getting black and white footage from the droid, or the drone, correct?
There is limited color. It's hard to see, but
Very
you've got yeah, it's pretty desaturated.
It is possible that the fluid on those sheets is not, strictly speaking, blood.
Where would the hair have come from?
Yeah.
Who was manning the ship?
It is possible, and this is just a hypothesis based on what I am seeing currently, that whoever was on the ship or whomever, for whatever reason, became very upset with their android, and maybe
Well-
disposed of it, and left the ship.
Maybe-
Warden, did this ship have any escape pod or the like?
No escape pods appear to be activated.
Look, we the best answers we're gonna get is from the android itself. You're right. Let's just I
Yes.
think this is all just guesswork. I mean, something terrible's happened. I don't know that.
But what I meant was, it is possible that fluid is from the android and not from a person. Or, more accurately, a human.
Yeah. All right, let's bring the head back on board. If we deem the android to be safe in working condition, we can always retrieve the body. Give another crew member, you know.
I think, speaking from personal experience, if the head is still functional, we should, after we get information that we need from it, we should shut it back down and wait to hand it over to anyone authorized to do repairs. I personally would not like some strangers on a new ship to try and put me back together.
Oh. Fair enough. I mean, but I think there's a few of us that know how to handle AI, but I understand that. Yeah.
Just speaking from
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right. Let's get the droid back here.
The droid returns
can
to
do.
the ship.
Drone. Yeah.
Drone. We said droid. Drone returns to the ship.
With the
Do we
droids
have
out.
some sort of quarantine zone or cleaning that it needs to go through?
There's no
Or can go through?
quarantine zone in the ship.
You know, like
There's like, general decontamination that happens like in the airlock, but we don't have like a quarantine space after that.
If it would put you at ease, I could go and interact with the head.
Well, I wanted to plug it in and take a look at it myself. If that's
Yeah, that's your choice. I just meant I could grab it from the airlock and bring it to
Oh, yes.
whatever station it would be worked on.
Yeah, let's take it to the science lab, I suppose.
I will head to the airlock that the drone is heading towards.
Right. The drone docks in and releases the head.
What happened to you? I pick it up in the most respectful way. Is there on the ship anywhere, do we have sort of a container that seals itself?
Yes.
I will, before I go to the airlock, I'll go and get the container that seals itself, roughly the size of the head, put the head in the container, seal it, and then bring it to the science lab.
Got it.
All right. When it arrives, I'll just I'll hook it up to the computer. And
Before you do that, do you mind me taking a look at the sort of?
Cut?
Yes.
oh, yeah, no,
Yeah.
of course, you take a look at that. I mean, I can
Yes,
do
for lack of
some.
a better word.
I can do these are some pretty long cables. You can take a look while I work on the computer.
Warden, what type of implement was used to behead this creature?
This creature appears to be beheaded via torque, force motion, twisting.
That would require an inhuman amount of strength, would it not?
Like an
From my
android?
understanding of the human body.
Depending on what model the android was, it is possible for an android to exert that much force.
I know.
What, to itself?
I mean, theoretically possible, although I don't see why an android would do that to itself.
I open its mouth. Are the teeth missing?
Teeth are intact.
I don't know. This is possibly a long shot, but could it be that? I remember. Miss Lawson, do you remember when you were young and you would go to the dentist and they had those models of the human mouth? Is it possible those teeth were something like that, and it may just be a completely what is escaping me?
Like
A completely arbitrary piece of evidence.
just an extra set?
I just wanted to
Potentially.
check to make sure.
Yes, more of like it happened to be sitting on the desk in the med bay when everything went topsy-turvy.
And the hair as well.
I'm not talking the hair, I cannot explain.
Alright, I just want to see if there's I just want to get through. I know most AI have some firewalls in place and some security, so that most people can't just plug in and take a look. I'd just like to try and work my way through that to
Yes.
access. I'll work with Tommy, who I assume is gonna also be helpful.
Tommy, together, you with Kiko, will roll with advantage to get past some firewalls.
Do you want to roll or should I roll?
Well, in this advantage is to
Advan-
roll.
Advantages. Well, I mean, we could both roll instead, actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
we can do
assume
that.
it's a move situation if one of us fails.
Is this going to be intellect?
Yes.
All right, and
I
I'm gonna
pass.
add computers and hacking. Yeah.
I massively pass.
Yeah, I fail, but you know what? Tommy's got this.
Move.
All right, I just wanted to try.
You make quick work of it, Tommy. You reconnect a few power power cables, and you add on an external processor. You kind of rework through the inner fluids of this droid. You know that stuff's that's only needed when it's attached to the body to get the motor functions. It's not needed for this brief communication that you want to do, and it activates. How are you doing?
How am I doing? Did he say how am I doing?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Good.
Excellent.
What happened to you?
I seem to not be able to recall.
What do you remember last?
There was intruders on the ship.
Intruders of what nature?
They were forcefully entering.
Were they humans or android?
Neither.
Hold on. What do you mean neither?
They were some other kinds of intruder. A new living being.
What did they look like? Can you describe them?
This is not. what I expected.
Negative. My optical sensors were damaged in the tussle.
How many other crew members were on board the ship?
There were 7 of us.
Or some of them humans? Or all android?
They were all human.
So 6 humans, 1 android.
Correct.
What was your mission before this happened?
We were going to rendezvous with a man named Baxter Veda.
Did he say Baxter Veda?
That sounded like what he said.
Boy,
Do you know who
that,
that is?
Do I recognize that name, Warden?
We don't believe so. Baxter Veda does not show up in our database.
Baxter, what are the Baxter Veda? He was a old contact from back in the day. I knew him off colony. Met at a bar. He kept explaining he'd met them, the others.
What? You know that name?
I mean, I know lots of names. I've been around, Captain, but I mean, what are the odds that this head? There's got to be more than one Baxter Veda, right? It's a big verse.
Possible. Although, with who you're talking about, and it would be very much a coincidence if it were not the same, considering he talked, as you say, about the others. And this android is speaking about something that is not human or android.
Have any of you heard stories about the others?
I mean,
Yeah.
just
what
the
I can find online.
stories.
There's a-
I just
None
Baxter.
of it could really be described as factual. Just
Agreed.
hearsay,
No.
legends.
Yeah, I
That's a
mean,
big-
I'd always thought that they hadn't I mean, I can't believe that they would have actually met them at any point and not follow through. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think contact has ever been made, actually.
Well, if taking what this one says as fact, it would seem that contact was made.
Baxter
We
Vader.
are in the we're in the dark zone. I mean, we're in uncharted territories, right?
We're heading that way.
Not yet. I don't think we're not in the dark zone yet. We're still in Sector 8, I believe. Warden, is that correct?
Correct.
I mean, we gotta
Warden.
find this Baxter Vader.
Is there a way to extract any of its visual memory? Or at least try?
There could be a way. Hook them up to my main sensors. I'll try and download the information.
We do not need to find this Baxter Vader. It is not why we're here. This is unfortunate, yes, but we should not go running towards things that we do not understand or things that could be hostile.
No, it's
Agreed.
not. It's not there. It's just he's had contact with the others. I would like to know more about that.
I was under the impression this was a star charting mission.
Agreed.
I mean, if we can get the visual information off of this android, then we can, have the proof right there. We don't need to go find this guy.
That would be preferable, yes. I don't.
And what would we do with this information?
Well, it just
Disseminate it.
if we're moving
And scare
forward,
half the galaxy for no reason.
look, if
It's
we're
the truth.
going into this uncharted space, there's a chance that we might have a run-in with this, and I would like to be as prepared as possible if that's the case.
Official protocol dictates that if one is to come across the others, to ignore them as they have done us.
That's not enough for me. I don't know.
I
Ignoring.
mean, are you gonna tell that to the 6 people that died?
Point of order, we don't know they're dead.
We
No,
don't
you
know,
just
We have not
shave
found
them
any
and
remains.
disappear.
and we don't know that this
But
is
there
the.
are no remains.
This might not be the others that we're talking about. This might be some other creature. We don't know. This is on the edge of uncharted space. We can't just.
Let's
can't
take
just
things
jump to
one step at a
conclusions.
time. Let us see if there's any way for Mr. McDowan to get this information that we need.
Yes. Well, we could at least have some extra information. I would at least want to see if anyone at the next starport at 476B
Sure.
has at least heard of this guy. If there's at least some words to be exchanged.
Agreed.
If we're going to look into it, we should do so very discreetly. For all we know, asking questions is what got this Baxter killed. It could be that
What-
maybe
Do
just
we
put
know-
a mark on him somehow. And if we go into the next port, asking people willy-nilly about his name, we may very well be the next target.
Or has he
Well-
been
Remember the
killed?
story I told you about the man with the refrigerator
Yes,
unit
yes,
and
yes,
the 32
yes.
heads?
Yeah, I remember.
What?
It was an
It was the
analogy.
whole thing.
But
And-
we don't know that. Well, if he's dead, he's dead. But we don't know that he is.
We do not. We have no evidence that anyone is dead. All we have is evidence that someone or some people were shaved, and that an android has been torn asunder. That is technically all the information that we have.
Classic space shaving. Are you serious?
I'm just saying. I'm not disagreeing that it is possible that something terrible happened. I'm just saying that the actual evidence that we have points towards nothing except for a missing persons.
All right.
I know
Let's
the
try to
idea
get
of
the data.
shaving seems strange, but I mean, even on Earth, it is pretty common to shave the heads of inmates. It could be they were taken captive. In which case, we should definitely look into it.
Yeah.
But I still maintain we should do so discreetly.
Yes.
These people were meant to rendezvous with this individual, and now they have gone missing.
I agree.
We cannot risk our position like this.
We'll do it discreetly.
We'll get the data. We're gonna head to the space station, and then I have a few contacts on the dark web I can hit up. If they know something, they'll be discreet.
Sounds good.
Let's take this first step.
All right. So what are we? We're downloading the data. Is that what's from the Android? Tempting to. Yeah.
Okay.
Good boy.
Begin to download information from the Android. All right. As the download begins, we will end this episode. Till next time. And thank you for joining us for Eclipse episode 1. We hope you've enjoyed it. We did making it, so thank you again, and join us next week for Eclipse episode 2. The Key.
Oh, the key. What? Okay, bye.
You didn't tell me it was called the key.